Welcome back. Well, when it comes to dealing with problem kids, she wrote the book on how to deal with them. Maureen LeBeau is the president of the Mean Moms Club and the author of Mean Moms Club, The Mom's Rulebook. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. And we're talking about having a plan today for parents. Talk about why that is so critically important.
Well, first of all, when I got sent home from the hospital with that beautiful little baby, they sent a handful of diapers, they sent some shampoo. They didn't send a manual.
They didn't give you the manual?
There's no manual. So the baby's screaming, and I'm going, where's the manual? And when he's a toddler, he starts biting other toddlers. I'm going, where's the manual? And when he's 10 and he's refusing to do his homework, and now he's 13 and he's screaming, I hate you, and slamming the door, and then he's 16 and he's borrowing the car to take his friends to the mall. All these kinds of things we have to know how to deal with. But no one gave us a manual to do that. And
parents don't have time to, look up the latest, thing on the internet. How do I deal with this?
Right. Well, and part of the catch with that's true. And the other catch to that is that what you find out there typically is someone else's idea of what you should do with your children. And that doesn't always fit with your family or your children.
Gotcha. And you say that most parents tend to react to situations in the moment. And that's not a good thing to do.
Exactly. What happens if we don't have a plan is we tend to react in the moment, and when that happens, we get emotional. When we do that, then afterwards we second-guess ourselves. We say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, and then we lose our confidence and our consistency. That results in the kids feeling less safe and secure, which is our primary job, and it makes us exhausted.
Right. And so having a solid plan, to deal with those situations, you're not going to go crazy as a parent.
Right. Well, not only are you not going to go crazy, but you're going to pull the emotions out of it because you'll know ahead of time how you want to respond to things. And when you do that, you do keep that consistency and that confidence. The kids do feel more secure, and you're less exhausted, and everything just goes much more smoothly.
All right. So how do you have, as a parent, how do you have a successful plan?
Okay. The Mean Moms Club Mom's Rulebook has the 7 foundational rules, and we've talked about those before, and that has the rules for creating that foundation. Then what you want to do is, now I have created the Mom's Rulebook Take Charge Plan, where you actually are going to create a unique plan to your family, which is what makes it different than the other resources out there. So you're going to take those rules and you're actually going to write your own plan. How will I respond to this? What are my priorities?
You say there are some foundational rules that parents should follow in any situation. Talk about a few of those.
Okay. One of them is rule number 4, for instance, is I brought you into this world and I can take you out. Okay. Rule number 4
talks about... A lot of parents would like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And what's important about this is that it talks about the difference between punishment and teaching, and there are times for both. Well, in the plan, when you create your plan, you're actually going to go to that rule in the plan, and you're going to write what are the things that are things that I need to punish for, what are the things I want to teach. You're actually going to write this so that when your those situations come up, you're going to be ready for them. Rule number 7 is a very important one, and in rule number 7, nobody knows my kid like I know my kid. Okay? Nobody, and that talks about speaking to other authorities. You are the main authority.
Right.
But you need to work with educators, medical people, and when you create the plan, you're actually going to write phrases. What can I say to facilitate communication? What can I say to accept their authority without giving up my own?
Right. So,
very concrete.
No matter if it's the principal or the teacher or, the doctor, you are still in charge. You're the parent. And you're the main authority.
And you need to work with them, not give up your authority, but work with them.
Gotcha. All right, and you have some great seminars coming up.
I have workshops, and the workshops are called, where's the manual for this kid? And in those workshops, you can work as a group with other parents to create that plan with the facilitator. The next one is March 20th. You can go to Mean Moms Club Meetup group.
Mean Moms Club Meetup.
Yes, the meetup group, to sign up for that. And you can .com.
Okay.
Yes. And you can get the book. You can get the book and the planning guide from the website or by emailing meanmom@meanmomsclub.com.
Perfect. All right. Maureen LeBeau, the president of the Mean Moms Club.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Great information. And of course, more information, just go to our website, San Diego 6.